Today, you got myself and Abel back in the studio, and we're reviewing a movie that is, spoiler alert, probably one of the worst movies I've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
Valiant One, I was, it's pretty kind to in terms of, filmmakers and stuff like that and kind of relating to who would make that movie. This one, I'm sorry, but if I was filming this halfway through, I'd be like, yo, guys, we got to wrap this up. This is not going to be good. We're going to have to go back to the drawing board.
Yeah, this one, so the movie we're talking about is Gunner. It stars Luke Hemsworth and Morgan Freeman, of all people. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe they blew the budget on Morgan Freeman. I don't know what happened.
Is Luke Hemsworth like a bonus Jonas? Like
a bonus Jonas?
Yeah, you know how like the Jonas Brothers, there's like two of them, and then you just get one extra one that's not really that famous.
It's like the Property Brothers. They got the one weird brother.
Do they really? I didn't know that.
They got the twins and then one more. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So this is that same thing where you have the two good-looking like superhero ready ones, and then you've got apparently this one.
They've somebody else, I didn't say it, called him the lesser of the Hemsworths. I didn't say that.
What's going on with him and his brothers where they allowed him to somehow end up in a place where he's doing Gunner? Because, wow.
Could you imagine being at Thanksgiving dinner? They're all talking about their accolades, and then the dad or the mom's like, well, little Lukey did Gunner. This movie, like we said, it's entertaining in a certain way, I guess. But we're going to review it. Let us know if you guys have seen this movie. Let us know if you saw it before our review or if you go and watch it after we did the review, and let us know what you think. Before we do that, though, I want to let you know that today's sponsor is Ver Watches. A lot of people have actually noticed. I've seen comments because I've been switching up and I've been growing my watch game, and people have commented on my watches, so much so that actually a watch company has finally reached out and sent us over a pretty badass watch. This is the Ver C5 Tactical Solar. This thing runs off of 6 hours of sunlight will power this thing for 6 months. It's freaking badass.
That's insane.
It's actually modeled after a watch that was worn by soldiers in World War II, so I think this thing's pretty sick. It's lightweight, seems to be pretty durable, and it's pretty water resistant. So check out verwatches.com. Pick yourself up one of these. Let them know that we sent you over.
By the way, Kurt got a watch. We didn't get a watch.
That's because you don't like watches.
I do like watches.
You have one watch the entire time I've known you.
I wear it sometimes.
I haven't even seen it in what, 2 years?
I don't. Yeah, it's in. I think it's in. I don't know where it's at, but I have it.
I like accessories. A lot of people make fun of me for my accessories, but hey, I like to look good. I like to wear nice things, and this Ver watch is just another one in my collection now that I will be wearing proudly. So check them out.
I have 100% converted to only wearing what people send me for free. So
every time you see this guy, he's got a Chase Sphere or a barbell shirt on.
That's it.
And that's it. So please, if you guys own a company and you want to see Abel look more presentable, send him something. Or if you want to just see him look like a fool.
Or you just want me to wear your shirt, I'll wear your shirt. I don't care what it is.
As long as it's black. He won't wear anything other than black shirt.
That's true. It needs to be black, and as long as I don't have to pay for it, I'll wear it. I'll wear it.
I can't imagine some of the stuff that's going to show up at your door.
For a long year away. Here, the president awarded Lee the Medal of Honor for his bravery, above and beyond the call of duty.
All right, stop it.
Are you that guy on the television?
Welcome home.
Right there. This is where the movie starts to lose me, because they talk about they don't really specifically say, actually they do say what he was. They say he's a Green Beret. But I'm looking at this, maybe he got the Medal of Honor before he went to selection. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But also it seems like he got out right then as well, so I don't know. So basically, looking at his uniform, he was an E6 staff sergeant. He was infantry. He's got the blue infantry cord. He's got the blue little disc around his crossed rifles. And he's got, looks like to be the 173rd deployment patch down there. There's some jump wings, so there's like foreign jump wings, maybe Thai. I don't know. Anyways, he's not SF in this picture. But then they allude to him being SF or maybe even beyond SF later on in the movie. And so it immediately kind of jumps off with, it pulls you out of the realism because it's just messed up. If you know anything about the military, a quick look at this guy's uniform will tell you everything you need to know. And that is that he is a conventional Army infantry staff sergeant.
Every movie does that now.
Yeah.
It's like no matter what I see, I just like waiting for it. They're like, former special forces.
Yep.
It's like it's always former special forces.
And most of the time it's an officer.
So I don't even care anymore. Anytime they show me stuff, however inaccurate it may be, I understand what you're trying to say is that he's special forces, which means he can basically whoop everyone's ass all the time. So they're just setting that up is what I think they're doing.
And that's why I'm here being an advocate for the people. Don't let them pull the wool over your eyes. This guy's uniform does not tell us that he's a special forces soldier or anything beyond a conventional army infantry staff sergeant, which there's nothing wrong with. Just don't then allude to him and call him a Green Beret later on. Maybe he went to selection after this, but I don't think so because he's unshaven in this picture and clearly out of reg. So I'm assuming that he's out of the military and got his Medal of Honor after he already left the military.
Sleepover? Okay, that's what you call it.
You know what? It's that kind of attitude is why your Travis is here and doesn't want to go with you.
Yeah. Sure, you'd rather stay here all night and have sex with your daughter. Uncle John's gonna meet us at the fork.
That guy's a bitch.
How are we gonna go?
Gentle parenting.
Wait, you're serious? No, I'm not joking.
I thought when I first watched this movie, I legitimately thought a commercial popped up.
Yep.
The vibe changes. It's got this stupid soundtrack that comes on, and all of a sudden this guy's in an airplane, a C-130.
Yeah.
It's like the most unrealistic, it doesn't fit and mesh with the rest of the movie. I don't know. It's weird.
I feel like there was a dozen ways to easily fix this without even involving that weird transition with the airplane, which is the part where I think they just contacted somebody on Fiverr and said, yo, I need like a rendered airplane going in the sky that doesn't match the color of the movie whatsoever.
Right.
So like there was so many different ways to complete. As an editor, I would have sidestepped that entire thing. There would have been some dialogue that took place and it would have been them falling out of the sky, which the green screen wasn't like great, but it wasn't the worst part of that whole thing.
Yeah.
So I would have somehow sidestepped the entire thing, used comedy to somehow talk about how they're just jumping out of a plane and just landing, right?
Yeah.
But they completely changed it. But that's not the part that really gets me.
Okay.
The part that gets me is what happened just before that, where and you guys got to watch. If you guys haven't seen this, he essentially walks into this guy's house to get his son. His son is sleeping in the bed, half naked, with the people's daughter that owned that house.
The kids are
She's
16.
also half naked. They're both underage. There's cocaine on the nightstand. There's beer bottles laying on the floor and clothes and underwear all over the place. And the parents are upset that he's shown up to get his son. So the way he decides to deal with his underage son doing cocaine and essentially doing whatever he's doing with that girl is by skydiving. And then smiling the whole way down as if you didn't just find your son doing cocaine.
Everything else I can overlook, but you got a bag of cocaine there on the side.
It's cut up on an iPhone.
Yeah.
Your 16-year-old son is doing cocaine, and you're smiling because you've got him jumping out of a plane and he's scared. He has a drug problem. You need to take him to rehab, not skydive and then give him a quad to go ride around and have a good time. That overshadowed the entire ridiculous transition that took place afterwards.
There's questions.
Who picked you up? Did you talk to him about his drug problem on the way to the airfield?
Maybe
What?
that's it. Maybe they hashed it out already.
I guess. And why did the plane look like it was straight out of Con Air?
You're a tough bastard. There you go. There you go. Yeah. You stay alive, okay? I gave you some morphine. It's okay.
Did my cock get blown up?
I'm not gonna inspect it. I'm pretty sure.
You sure? I'm cold. Damn it.
Okay, so here we have Mr. Super Soldier, Special Forces, Conventional Infantry E6, whatever he is. And so this buddy gets blown up by a tripwire, gets his leg destroyed, basically. He's bleeding out of his leg. And his medical intervention is not to address any of the injuries, the bleeding or anything. He just magically pulls out the morphine that he has on him, which is a controlled substance.
Right.
Just pulls out the morphine, loads him up with morphine, and just lets him continue to bleed out. But at least he's not going to feel it.
Which is, if you had morphine, you're pointing to the fact that you were prepared, right? Which means you would have a tourniquet. You would have everything you need if you had morphine. Why would you only have morphine?
Right.
Is this how your son got a cocaine problem? 'Cause
Clearly,
you also
it
have a
runs in the
morphine
family.
problem?
They're druggies. You can't just go to the store and buy morphine. It's a controlled substance. You have to have, like, I don't even know how to get it as a civilian. In the military, when we would go out and we had morphine with us, the medics have to sign it out. It is heavily controlled. Every time they use it, it has to be like strictly documented. If any morphine is unaccounted for or goes missing, that medic that signed for it is done.
Yeah.
Like, he's done. That could be criminal charges even. And so the fact that this guy just happens to have morphine but doesn't have anything else, or even if you don't have a tourniquet, there's improvised tourniquets. Put a knee on it. Do something. Stop the bleeding. Don't worry about the pain management comes later. First, you got to save the guy's life. And this super soldier doesn't even do any of that. So
no, yeah, and they missed it too. See, if this was a Jason Statham movie, if it was Jason Statham, right? When he kicked that door in, he would have had to go track down and kill the entire lineage of the family of the people that provided cocaine for the kids. They missed that entirely.
I would have rather watched that movie.
Me too.
That would have been a good
I would have rather watched him go after the people that gave his kid cocaine.
Sean and I have talked about this before in some of the other movies, and you have movies that do it really good. Lone Survivor, The Covenant, and there's a few others that do really well at gunfight scenes.
Heat.
Like, yeah. And then there's other ones that it's just lifeless. It's soulless. It's just somebody with a gun doing this, and then afterwards they just make this like fire and this fake like sound. And then every round that all these guns have is a tracer round, which is unrealistic. And then on top of that, it's everybody's full auto, which we talked about before. It is the most ridiculous idea of what a gunfight should look like and feel like. And it is just, it's so fake.
There's every time with the handgun, every time he popped off a round, there was a little puff of smoke. And I don't know if you caught that, but it wasn't just the detonation of the round that was coming out. Which is fine. I guess you can get away with that, even though I don't think you see that in broad daylight. But there was a puff of smoke that came out with it every single time. And they divided it up into each shot, right? So he just fired the gun like 2 times, 3 times in a row, and there was a new puff every single time. So it wasn't like one continuous puff of smoke even. It was a puff, puff, puff.
Puff, puff, pass, man.
I was like, that's okay. I don't even shoot guns, and I know that that's not what they do.
Yeah, and so that's what's bad. If somebody like you that doesn't have barely any or almost no experience with weapons can look at this and be like, that's not real. Like, what are you guys doing? Again, it's another case of doing too much. They could have done less and made it more realistic, but they put in these stupid effects. It's just, it sucks.
It's Blade Jr. again.
Do.
Yes. You have my word. I just want to pack it up.
I don't want to do this anymore. We're just being mean.
I feel bad.
I feel like somebody tried to make this movie and did the best they could, and we're proud of what they did. And this is going to get sent to them by someone.
It is. I know somebody on this movie.
Shitting on it.
You know what? I will say something positive before we move on, because we've been pretty negative on this movie.
Yeah.
The eldest son, Abel pointed this out earlier, is the best actor in this whole movie.
I think so.
He does a good job.
Yeah, he does.
So good on you.
I would also like to add really quick that I've never made a movie. I think it's important to say that, because do you know who the Critical Drinker is? His videos get millions and millions of views. He criticized movies for years, and then he went and made his own movie. And then, dare I say, Critical Drinker, which I got all the respect in the world, the fact that you actually went and made your movie, it's very difficult to make a good movie. Because then he got torn apart by all the other people and realized how difficult it is to make a good movie. I've never done this before. I don't actually physically know how hard it is to coordinate and get this together. You're telling me at this point that this is not a slapstick comedy?
I'm not sure.
I think we've stumbled onto a movie that is literally. You remember the movie Scary Movie?
Yeah.
This is one of those for special operations movies.
Like a complete parody movie?
100% a spoof, parody, something. This has to be. I mean, look at the way the gun flowed up to his hands. It took like an hour. And he was like, he wasn't slow-mo, but the gun was slow-mo, which means that somebody was pulling it with a string. You're just going to tell me nobody saw that? Nobody caught that?
Dude, I don't know.
That's on purpose.
It didn't make.
That's on purpose.
Maybe it is. Maybe we're coming into this thinking that it's a serious movie.
I think it's us. I think we're wrong. I think they've meant to make this into the funniest spoof that's ever been seen of special operations
movies.
movies.
If that was the intention, then hats off.
Yes, absolutely.
Because you guys have done it.
Oh, 100%.
And the fact that we can't really tell, I think there's a genius in that.
I think so too. I think they got us. I think they're watching this review right now, laughing their asses off at the first half until we finally get to this one where we finally got it. We get it.
I don't know.
Wow.
The music, though, man.
Moving in a grooving.
I feel like the music budget was $150.
It's our budget. No, I think the movie budget was $14.99 a month. EpidemicSound.com.
Epidemic Sounds, yeah.
We're not affiliated, but if you're looking for a good deal on royalty-free music.
All right. Is that the sound that you used in the documentary?
No, but sort of. So what I do is I will pick a song, and a lot of people don't know this if you're not into videography or into editing, but you can actually take a song and download every stem in the song together. So the guitar, the trumpet, the vocals, all that stuff. And so if you find a really good drum beat, you can remove everything except for the drum beat and then use it. And so when I want something to be tactical, and I want something to sound military-like with the drums, the huge drums, but it's coming along with all this other, other instruments, I can remove them all. So it sounds similar. It's not the same one, but it'll sound like the same thing because we're all doing the same thing. We're all taking the song, removing everything off the top of it, and it's going and it's probably a section of a song that's a 3 to 4 minute song, and we're taking 15 to 20 seconds of it, and then what I'll do is take that, find the beat point, and then loop it.
Yeah, okay.
And so it sounds the same. So everybody thinks somebody tailor-made a track so that it just sounds like drums the entire time, and it's not. It's just like a repeated portion of a song with everything removed off top.
That's interesting. I thought it sounded very similar. So yeah, I guess same vibe.
It'll always sound the same because it's a high-paced, high-tempo drum sound with everything removed off the top of it, and so they're always going to sound similar.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's why when I edit things, it's like a child did it because I'm just looking. I'm like, that's not the drum I want. It's miserable. All right. Honestly, I don't even know what else to say about this movie, dude. It's just not good. I don't know. Like you said, if they're trying to make a funny movie, I don't know. They might have done okay at that, but if they're trying to make a serious movie, they really missed the mark.
I feel like I don't understand. I've never been more lost while watching a movie.
Right. I'm confused.
I don't know if this is like a parody, or maybe sometimes it's a parody and then other times it's serious. I can't tell. Either way, I know. I'm not going to say anything more negative or bad because I can't do it anymore.
I wish that I didn't watch this movie, but that's what we do. This is our job, and unfortunately it's up to us. But hey, we will martyr ourselves and watch movies like this, so you don't have to. But if you do go and watch this movie, don't say we didn't tell you so, but let us know what you thought about it. If you've already seen it, let us know what you thought about it.
I'm going the opposite on this one. We normally try to watch these movies so you don't have to. I'm going to ask you to go watch this movie. Watch this review again, and then comment down below on what we're saying and tell us whether you agree with us or if we're just crazy.
Yeah, maybe we're off.
And we don't know what good movies are. I don't know.
Yeah, well, anyways, I think that's going to be it for this one. Shout out to Ver Watches. This watch is sick. Thank you. Check those guys out, verwatches.com. We'll see you guys on the next one.
Peace.